as the production. When we use a certain number of the activities to produce goods and services is known as the production. There are a basic three factors are responsible for production. Three factors are there which are basically responsible for the production: land, labor, and capital. Land, labor, and capital. These three are the major factors which are responsible for the which are affecting the production. Land, where the industries are set up through which we obtain the raw material, or either agriculture practices are occurred on a land resource. Land is a fixed resource. Land is an important factor of production because all the different number of activities, these are directly associated with the land. Clear? Next is the labor. Labor contributes. Labor used for the transformation of a raw material into the finished goods. For the transformation of raw materials into as a usable item, for this the labor has used. Labor basically used for running of a machine. So labor also play as an important role in a production side. And third one is a capital. Money which has invested in a different activities for increasing the production. Basically, there are two types of the capitals are there. Physical capital, such form of a capital which can run for a longer duration of time. The second one is a human capital. Human capital. So the physical capital having there two of the types. First as a working capital. Some of the situations are there when we need some materials in a production for as per the necessities, as per the circumstances. When we use certain number of goods in industries, it may be as an increase or decrease. Increase or decrease is known as the working capital, which includes as a raw material and money. Raw material and money. These two are the working capital. In the others, the second type of physical capital is a fixed capital. Such kind of a capital, such form of a physical capital, which can run for a longer duration. For a longer duration, we can use a certain type of the materials associated with the production is known as the fixed capital. For example, building. Once we construct a building, we can use it for the production of a goods. Second, as a machinery. Machinery, it has now changed every year. Machinery, once the laying down the machinery or the technology, it will be as a run for a longer duration. These are the durable goods. Durable goods. Clear? So we discussed till that of a physical capital. Now let's start for the human capital. Human capital. Till there any doubts? Human capital. Human capital includes entrepreneurs, industrialists, entrepreneurs. Human capital includes entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. entrepreneur. Entrepreneur or industrialist. Entrepreneurs are those. Entrepreneurs or the industrialists are those which assemble all the three: land, labor, and capital. Land, labor, and capital. They are responsible for the assemblage of all the three important factors of production. So entrepreneurs are the responsible for this. So entrepreneurs are the most important factor of production as compared to land, labor, and capital. As compared to land, labor, and capital, entrepreneurs, human capital is the most important factor of production. Important than the land also. Reason because these entrepreneurs, these are investing the money. Human capital investing money in for the purchasing of a new technology, for a construction of a building, for purchasing of raw material, to pay salaries to the laborers. So that's why the human capital is the most important. Human capital is the most important factor of production as compared to other. Human capital is the most important factor of production as compared to the land, labor, and capital, physical capital. Human capital is the most important factor of production, because all the different activities associated with the production, these goods are directly consumed by the humans. So they are the most important factor of production. Clear? So these are the major factors of production which are responsible for the production in a production sites. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now, in a village Palampur, all the assets, all the resources which are available in their territorial boundaries, how they are utilized? These utilized for the increasing the production through different methodologies, through different patterns. They utilize the resources, land resource. So the first is a land is a fixed. First point as relation to the production in a Palampur is a land resource. So the basic characteristics of a land resource are the characteristics of land resource are first, land is a fixed resource. It is a fixed, neither increasing, it is neither increasing but decreasing day by day. Land resource is a fixed, not increasing but decreasing day by day. First characteristic, land is a fixed resource. We have to utilize our available land to complete our needs. Clear? Needs related with the activities, related with the settlements, industries, to extract the materials beneath the layers of earth crust. So the available land in India is a 3.28 million square kilometer. That much of a land, it can be as a use in judicious way for the present completion of the needs. Clear? First is the land is a fixed resource. Second, land is an active factor of production. Active factor means different activities associated. They are associated with the land resource. For example, a building which is constructed on a land resource. Clear? The movement of a goods from the site of the raw material towards the industries, these are possible through the means of railways and roadways. These are constructed on a land resource. Clear? Raw material, whatever which has extract, it has related with the land resource. Markets which are used for a selling of products which produce in industry or in agriculture, they are basically lying on a land resource. So that's why the land is a active factor of production. This is the active factor of production. First, land is a fixed resource. Second one is a land is the active factor of production. 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 Now the third is land provides us many scenic spots for recreation, like as a tourism. For tourism, land provide us the favorable conditions. Favorable conditions, scenic spots. And the fourth one, land used to build, land used to build, land used to build homes, means of transport, land used to build homes and means of transport, means of transport, means of transport. Fifth point, agriculture, forestry, agriculture, forestry, animal rearing, mining, animal rearing, mining, animal rearing, mining, and other economic activities, developed on land resource, developed on land resource, developed on land resource. Clear? They are developed on land resource. And in village Palampur, basically the unit used in a village for the land is a bigha, B-I-G-H-A. Bigha, the unit used by the villagers in a Palampur to measuring the land, measuring a land. Clear? Is that clear? So this is as a first. Second, is there a way through which we can obtain a maximum or we can increase the production through a land? Yes, there are different ways out there through which we can increase the production from a same piece of land, same agriculture land. It can be utilized again and again for increasing the profits, to increase the production, for which different ways are there. But before of it, we have to familiar with the different agricultural seasons. In India, there are 3 agricultural seasons are there. In India, there are the 3 agricultural seasons are there. In our book, the 2 agricultural seasons are marked. First is a Kharif, K-H-A-R-I-F, K-H-A-R-I-F. Second is a Rabi, Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid, Z-A-I-D, Z-A-I-D. Agricultural seasons in India, because certain number of areas are there in India where the 3 crops are produced by the farmers in a year. 3 crops. But on a lands of Punjab, the farmers produce 2 crops in a year. 2 crops in a year. The reason behind it is the not sufficient availability of water for irrigation. Water for irrigation is not sufficiently available in Punjab. Punjab receives annual rainfall as a 70 to 80 centimeters. 70 to 80 centimeters. This much of a rain is not suitable for production of a paddy, rice crop. But still we are producing the rice because we are fetching the water from the underground surfaces. We use underground water. Clear? So the agriculture seasons are 3. Kharif, K-H-A-R-I-F, Kharif, K-H-A-R-I-F. The duration of this season is the July to November. July to November. Clear? In this season, we basically produce as a rice, paddy crop, rice, R-I-C-E. Second is a Rabi, R-A-B-I. It has run from November to April. November to April. Clear? And the third is a Zaid, Z-A-I-D, Zaid season. In a Rabi season, we produce a wheat and mustard. wheat, mustard basically produced during the Rabi season. RABI. Clear? Zaid season. Zaid, which has done, it is a short duration of agricultural crops produced in May and June. May and June. May and June. In this season, basically as a vegetables, pulses, and watermelon are basically produced. May and June, watermelon. This is as a correct time for the production of these crops. But due to the excessive use of chemical fertilizers in agriculture, the use of fertilizers, insecticides in agriculture, now the most number of fruits are available in throughout the year. But the correct time of these three seasons are there, which are helpful for growth and production of crops. For example, the natural ripening time period of mangoes are the July, but the mangoes available in our markets since from January. Irrigation facilities are available in such of the areas that these three crops are produced by the farmers. These three crops produced by farmers. Clear? These three crops produced by farmers. During the Kharif season, they produce as a paddy, rice. During the Rabi, they produce afterwards the harvesting of a rice. They start to sowing the wheat, and wheat harvest in April. Afterwards, they produce the vegetables. Only in such areas where irrigation facilities are supported for the production of crops. One example is there in northeastern states. In northeastern states, Assam and Meghalaya, they are producing the three crops of a rice in a year because of hot, humid climatic conditions and availability of water for irrigation. Sufficient amount of rain has occurred in a northeastern states, resulted the production of three crops of a rice in a year. But in Punjab, duration of a summers is only suitable for production of rice crop. Clear? Is that clear? So that these three seasons are there through which we can increase the production. In one season, we can produce the rice, second season as a wheat, and the third season we can produce as a vegetables, through which production will increase and farmers, they can gain the profits. Farmers can gain the profits. Clear? Agricultural seasons. Farmers can gain profits. Farmers, they can gain profits. Clear? Is that clear? But in a presently, most number of northern states are there, or when we talking about the Palampur, in Palampur, due to the electrification, availability of electricity, it ensures to use the modified irrigation system of tube wells. Tube wells are basically run with the help of electrification. Clear? The uses of electricity in a village Palampur, it helps in a transformation of an irrigation system. Earlier, those farmers which were dependent on wells, now they use as a submersible pump sets to fetch water to complete their necessity of irrigation. First. Second, in village Palampur, farmers shift from a traditional Persian wheels to the electric run tube wells. Electric run tube wells. Persian wheel towards the electric run tube wells. Second point, electric run tube wells. First is in Palampur, due to the electrification, system of irrigation improved. Second one is a transformation of system from a traditional Persian wheels to the electric run tube wells. Second one. Third is electric run tube wells have more capacity than the Persian wheels. Electric run tube wells, they are having as a more efficiency as compared to the Persian wheel. Clear? As compared to the Persian wheel. And fourth, it lets the whole society from darkness to light. Darkness to light. darkness to light. It leads whole society from darkness to light. Darkness to light with the electrification of village. Electrification of village. So in a village Palampur, there are basically as a different cropping patterns are used for production. Cropping patterns through which also we can increase the production. Increase production or improve the economic conditions of farmers. Cropping patterns. Cropping patterns. First are the seasons. Seasons through which the production it increase in a manifold. Second, as a electrification in Palampur, it ensures the increase in production. Third, cropping patterns. Cropping patterns, different cropping patterns used by farmers to increase production. Different cropping patterns are there. For example, some of the farmers are there which are producing the one crop in a year, single crop in a year, single crop in a year, single crop in a year. So there are a certain number of the farmers are there which are growing one crop in a year. For example, sugarcane. Sugarcane is an annual crop. Sugarcane is an annual crop which is generally sowing at the month of February and March and harvest in December and January. So some of the farmers are there which are producing a one crop in a year, or certain other number of the farmers are there which are only producing during the winters, neither prefer to produce in a summers. The reason is soils losing their fertility. Soils losing their fertility. Due to the excessive production from a land, excessive production from soils led to the decrease in the fertility of the soils. Soils, they are sustaining on fertilizers. Soils are sustaining on fertilizers. For example, the soils of Punjab. Excessive use of fertilizers under the green revolution makes possibilities of increase in production. But in the other side, our soils are sustaining on fertilizers. If we start to reduce the fertilizers, then it means it will be as a directly influence on a production. Production will reduce. It will reduce. Clear? So those areas where the soils losing their fertility, decrease their fertility in such areas, farmers are producing only a one crop in a year. For this, the organic ways are there through which soil can regain their fertility. Now the question arises here: how can a soil regain their fertility? There are two of the methods are there. Two methods are there through which soil naturally regain their fertility. First is the stubble mulching. Stubble mulching. Stubble mulching. M-U-L-C-H-I-N-G. Stubble mulching. S-T-U-B-B-L-E. Stubble mulching. M-U-L-C-H-I-N-G. Stubble mulching. It means when remains of agricultural crop, remains means after the harvesting of a crop, when we extract the grains from the crop, whatever the remaining lies in a fields means husk, H-U-S-K. So after harvesting of a crop, the remains which present in a crop, present in a agriculture fields, mixed in soil is known as stubble mulching. Mixed in soils is known as stubble mulching. Mixed in soils is known as stubble mulching. I'm repeating again: S-T-U-B-B-L-E, stubble mulching. Stubble mulching, M-U-L-C-H-I-N-G, stubble mulching. In this farming practice, soil is provided a protective cover so that its temperature can be stabilized and moisture can be retained to the optimal degree. Optimal degree. Or when remains of agricultural crop mixed in a soil to regain the fertility to decomposition of organic matter is known as stubble mulching. Clear there is known as the stubble mulching. Is known as stubble mulching. Clear? Second method is the fallowing. Fallowing. It has only applicable on these two methods are applicable in such lands where the one crop has produced by the farmers. Second is the fallowing. F-A-L-L-O-W-I-N-G. F-A-L-L-O-W-I-N-G. Fallowing. Fallowing is a process. It is a process in which land remain unused for a certain period of time. Certain period of time to regain their fertility. To regain their fertility. Sometimes land is not utilized for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Under such period, grasses and plants which are growing on such particular land, their decomposition has led to the increasing the fertility of a soil. That process is known as the fallowing. That process is known as the fallowing. F-A-L-L-O-W-I-N-G. F-A-L-L-O-W-I-N-G. Fallowing. Clear? So this is as a first pattern, production of a single crop. Single cropping pattern. First is a single cropping pattern done. Now the second, double cropping pattern. Second pattern is a double cropping pattern. 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 Double cropping pattern has used in an areas where sufficient amount of rain has not occurred. Sufficient amount of rain has not occurred. In such areas, only twice in a year during the winters and the summers, two crops are produced. Two crops are produced. Two crops are produced. Two crops are produced. Clear? Two crops are produced. Two crops are produced. In these two crops are raised during a year on a given piece of land. Piece of land. It is possible in an areas. Double cropping pattern is possible in an areas of a regular electricity supply, where the regular electricity is supplying towards the farming sites. Regular supply of electricity. Second, use of a modern farming methods. Use of modern farming methods. Use of modern farming methods. Third, well-developed modern irrigation system. Well-developed modern irrigation system. Well-developed modern irrigation system is available. Those areas where the well-developed modern irrigation system is available. I'm repeating again, such areas which are the fully electrified electricity is well used in agriculture sector. In such areas, a double cropping pattern is possible. Second, as a well-developed modern irrigation system is available. It is present. Clear? Third, use of a modern inputs of farming, means fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides are used in they are basically used in agriculture. In such areas, double cropping pattern is possible. Double cropping pattern is possible in an areas where the fully electrified irrigation system is available. Clear? Now the third cropping pattern is the multiple cropping pattern. Multiple cropping pattern. Multiple cropping pattern. Multiple cropping pattern. So these are the methodologies through which we can produce maximum from a land. We can increase the production or improve the conditions of farmers. Improve conditions of farmers. Clear? Is that clear? Improve conditions.